Can I really not comment on my own video? What's that? Oh, what the heck? No. Yeah, so why can't I put a chat though? That's so silly. That's so silly that I can't do a pin message. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? I'm doing well. I am doing well. Welcome in. How we doing? How are we doing? Oh, welcome in, Daniel. How we doing? How we feeling?
Baby, it's too hot for me to hold you. I'll hold you here. Please stop. You can nap as soon as we're done. Me too, baby.
I'm honestly with that kid. I'm tired too. I feel just like that kid. How we doing though? How we doing? How are we doing? I don't know what that was, but okay. Welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? How are we doing? How are we feeling? About work? Depends, but sure. But yeah, just let me know what it's about and I got you. Well, you can't future predict with tarot, so I can't tell you that. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? How are we doing? How are we feeling? But really, I just haven't been much in a thinking, you know, mode. I've just been just observing. There's not really much on the heart right now. And just kind of peace. You know what I mean? Like there's not much commotion in the waters to say. So I mean, I don't know, just like peace and calm is the only thing I've really message for the heart really is there's just peace and calm. There's not really much like else to say with that, at least for right now at this time stasis. But even with the situation, like it's not about it in I would only you can only give tarot readings on and about the individual or the current who's getting the reading, because all tarot is going to do is tell you what's disconnected that's causing the disturbance to happen on the external. No, I don't have the ticket yet either. I'm still I'm still working on that. Because because people go less through situations and more circumstances. Because you know when you're in like a circumstance, it's how you're positioned around things, or how things are being positioned around you, and that's really that's happening. The obstacles, what people see them, are just different ways of moving about, or different angles that are needing to be seen. The problem is never that the reflection is there. You can't really have an issue with the reflection in that sense, because it's not going to do much help. It's not going to solve much. It's already there. It's already being reflected. It's about finding what caused that reflection to show up in the first place. Yeah, I feel that too. I need a vacation as well. Well, this is technically one, but I guess you could say. And welcome in. How we feeling? How we doing? What do you mean, how I pull my cards? Like, the whole shuffling method and thing, basically? Or like, because it's less of a method and more of just like, shuffling and then splitting. different layouts. Well, I only worry about just like 1 to 3 card layouts, or just in general. But the whole thing is the, you know, the shuffle, and then to split it apart into multiple piles. Like, here, hold on. I gotta do it like this. I gotta do it like this. So you have your whole deck, and you basically, so that's pile 0. That one doesn't count. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's like a stack of 4, right? And then you take the second from last and stack that up, and that's like a 4 pile shuffle, I guess you could call it. But then you shuffle it up, you split the deck in like half, and you pull from the left. When you're pulling for someone, you pull it like, you draw it like this, and you flip it like that. When you draw for yourself, you draw it out to the side and flip it like that. It's going to be mirrored whenever you do it for someone else. So it's going to be upright for them, but inverted for you in that sense, when you're sitting across from someone. And it does matter. I know for the Rosicrucian Cross, the deck has to be in a specific order. I don't know the order by heart, but the Rosicrucian Cross, the cards have to be in a specific order before you do them. But for just like the 1-2 card pulls, or like whenever more cards are needed than just a 1 or 2, I just continuously draw from that left pile. Maybe, it all depends. A lot of the books that you're gonna find aren't gonna have correct information. At least from my readings on a lot of the books that I've seen, they don't really go into like the shuffling of the cards as much. They'll go off and say, oh, you can spread the cards and pull them that way, but that's a party trick. That's not an actual card reading. You know, there are specific rules that go in when reading tarot. Eventually, at one point, when I get all the materials needed, I'll do a video on it. But you know, you do a whole prayer, you ring a bell, you set the tone, you set the mood. You know, if you have a candle or you do anything else before that time, you do that. And then you shuffle the cards. You can make it kind of interactive. You can let the quorant split the cards, or like tell you how many, you know, times you do the split. But after the cards are split, the quorant doesn't touch the cards again, unless it's like drawn for them. I mean, if you're watching tarot, you're not getting the correct tarot. I'm gonna just keep that a buck with you. The readers on this platform don't know how to read tarot. I don't know what they're doing. Well, I mean, I know what they're doing. I just don't. I don't get how they think that it's reading tarot. Because in order for you even to read tarot cards, you have to know what tarot is. And if they don't know what tarot is, then how are they reading the cards? Most of them channel, but they're not even using the cards and their actual messages to get like a proper channeling. So they've ended up taking just the inverted, like, I don't know. It's gotten bizarre. I really don't get it. Yeah, if you go to like my classes, I have a bunch of videos about tarot and stuff. be, attempting to get this stuff back on like a proper track. Because I don't know, it's just bizarre. It's things that I know that I don't have to explain, but I'm preparing for the day that someone does end up asking the questions. No one's asked them yet though, so that's good. And they're not really like important questions to be asked, but they are they're important, but like it's more of a common sense thing for why the question really hasn't been asked. But I'm still waiting for that day. Or days, depending. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate to say it's the same thing as like a doctor. It's the same thing as like an herbalist. If they don't know like what they're doing, then why would you trust them to give you information from it? Right? I mean, it just, so you can't call yourself a tarot reader if you don't know what tarot is. And it's not this Italy bullshit. If they say it's this Italy thing, then they don't even know where it came from before Italy, because Italy did not come up with this. It moved to Romania when the in Italy, and the Europeans and the Icelands, the Irelands, whenever the Crusades were happening. But other than that, it originated all the way in the East. In the land of Kim. Because, like, Google will tell you so much, but they won't go back even further. And everyone already has the knowing that things were invented before the, like, whenever they want to say it. So, when you look at things such as, like, these cards and things that have been, like, publicized and pushed out into the public as, like, a game, you have to see it as more than just that in that sense. Because if it's now considered a game, then what was it before that? You know what I mean? And even taking it a step further, like, even though like Pamela put a bunch of detail into these cards to like spread that knowledge, we still have to decode the cards to the fullest. And we're not talking about comparing it to a different system of life. I mean, literally looking at these cards and getting the details and looking at the details of the cards and doing that research. Because, like, it's cool that people are like, oh, it's to tree of life, oh, it's this and that. That's cool, but that's not what that is. That's what it is compared to it. What is it by itself? It's its own entity by itself as well. And that's where people go wrong with researching, because they'll go like, oh, I read it was this and that. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but that's when you combine that with another subject that isn't relative to it. You can create relativity out of anything. You just put it close enough to it and it will match. But it's about what is it on its own, And I mean, at that point, even, like, if you are a tarot reader, you should know the cards. You should know the imagery on the cards. And I don't mean like the tiny images. I'm talking just about the like the main image. You should be able to get that. The minute details is for like the studiers and the scholars and the mystics and stuff that actually care about looking that deep and to care about looking that deep. But regardless, like, I don't know. It's a passion, for sure. And hello, welcome in. How we doing? How you feeling? How are we doing? How are we feeling? Feeling inspired? Awesome. Love to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you're in a very high mood. How to let go of nicotine addiction? It's less the addiction to nicotine and more of a hand in mouth motion, honestly. Because I used to have a nicotine addiction, and my issue was just having that was like my addiction, was the hand to mouth movement. You can develop a nail biting habit, so be careful. But you know, lollipops and stuff of that nature help with that. Sucking on peppermint, just having something to stimulate the mouth is going to help you out a lot. So chewing gums, peppermint will help. Things like that. Holding a pencil like that, and like flipping a pencil, things like that can help you as well. But from personal experience, because it's not even the fact that I liked the nicotine. I actually got sick of it after a while. I couldn't handle it. But it was just simply the fact that I needed to put something to my mouth for a while to release that muscle memory. So I ended up just like learning stuff, like just getting candy and stuff, doing that. I like would like hold pens and pencils. I didn't bite them, but I got close to. But that helped. It's not good. I mean, I kind of still am a little bit, but not too much. A nail biter. So I struggle with that a little bit with it too, but. Yeah, vaping is way worse, especially for the hand to mouth motion at that point. Because that vape, dude, don't get me started on vaping. It's so much worse. It's so much worse. And welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? Alrighty, well, take care. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you again for the donation. I thought I could copy and paste the thing and pin it, or at least comment it, but I can't. Like, you can't comment on your own things on mobile, apparently, so that's unfortunate. And I wasn't about to take my laptop out just to do that and then put it back up. Like, it just was not worth doing all of that. A place to stay, no. Things to eat, yes. Yeah, I'm saving up partial to get like a room, at least for a minute, and then have enough for a taxi back here, and then have enough as well for the bus ticket. So we're working things out. We're financing. We're working with it. It's honestly not that bad. My ass just hurts from sitting on the ground, and my hip hurts from the sidewalk, but that's only when I'm like laying down. So, not too much to complain about, honestly. Uh, the heat, I'll take it back. The humidity is actually awful sometimes, but that's something that even if I had a roof, it wouldn't even matter about that. The humidity is going to be ass no matter what, but I will throw that on top just to throw it on top. just to. But yeah, I know everything's gonna be fine. I know it will. I didn't get to record a video or any videos today because my phone was dead basically all day because I forgot to charge it last night. So I'm gonna go live again later. Well, after this live, I don't know when I'm gonna end this one. But after this, I'm gonna go charge my phone and then record those videos and get them like scheduled up or something. But yeah, I'm just doing what I'm called to do, honestly. I know one thing's for certain that, I got a bug in my mouth. Get out of my mouth, dude. That's gross. Oh, never mind now. I got a bug in my mouth. No, but I'm just doing what I gotta do. I just know that, like, if I ever get confused or, like, not sure what I need to do, I just do the one thing that, like, I know that I have locked and steady. And I mean, like, even here, like, that just kind of confirmed it too. That's just kind of funny seeing the Ace of Wands and the Eight of that's Pentacles. The idea is right, just the work is what's needed. And that's all, so I got it. And honestly, I got way too comfortable at that old place. And that's why so much panic was on me, because it was just like that was causing it. But I mean, I'm in a different flow state. I don't know. I'm honestly not, I can't even talk about what's going on necessarily, like it fully at least, because there's so much that I have to just not say until after it happens. so I can't really like yap about it right now. But I can see that things are moving. That's about it. I need to see if I can buy one of those like portable phone chargers. Yeah, it definitely is. It 1000% is. I just really don't want to have to lug so much stuff, dude. I've tried selling. I have so many decks that I don't use that I want to sell, and no one wants to buy them. So it's like, I don't know what to do. Okay, there's like, I will say though, the Mystic Melodies I'm not selling. That one, I'm never selling that one. I do not care. It's just a cute deck. One day I might use it again. Because it really is, I like that deck a lot. The only other deck that I would buy is that Pokemon Tarot deck that I found on eBay. Other than that, I'm pretty sure the rest of them gotta go. I'm gonna keep the Kipper-ish though from Kev, because that I gotta keep that one too, because that one's just important. That was a milestone. But yeah, everything is gonna fall into place. If I don't find anyone to buy those decks now, like here, I already know, like, this isn't even like a doubt in my mind. This isn't me like betting on Spirit. This is just a known like fact. This is just already set stone in fact. I'm gonna have a place that's gonna get these and sell them anyway. So, like, even if I can't sell them here, wherever I'm going is going to have the position for it. So regardless, I'm gonna be fine. Dang. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm sorry, I'm watching a vulture. This is the second one I've seen. What's dead? He done found his food. But yeah, I'm 1000% moving the right way. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I really like, every time something happens, I just have to keep bringing myself back to the basis of it's bigger than me. Like, it's what the fuck was that? I've never seen a shadow that big before. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a bird. But yeah, I always have to like remind myself that it's bigger than me. It's funny though, because right now, Hobo is the main like attention for it. Like, Hobo's the one doing the things behind it and getting the stuff in the workings. I don't know. It still feels like I'm preparing for it, but less of like the teacher role and more of just knowing the cards, I guess. Or just getting like more in tune with self on it, or I don't know. It's definitely more like self-centered in the sense that I gotta look inward a lot more in this period, but I can see where it's going, and it's setting me up very well. I just have to be very different. I don't want to say careful, because it's nothing bad. I don't even want to say different because it's nothing in that sense either. But I definitely have to do something that I don't know. It's like it's not different though because I did it last time too. I guess I just have to do it better in a sense. I don't know. I'm trying to like think because what I just be doing is just promoting the tarot and stuff there, which I already do here. Like everyone here knows who I am. Like if someone has seen my face before and they've talked to me, they already know like who I am and what I do. So I guess it's just doing better of that in the next area. Which I'm still not sure how to do because it's like I'm not gonna be fake to do that. If I don't want to hang out, I'm not gonna hang out type. But yeah, it's interesting. What do you want? Okay. Little fly. Yeah, there definitely there is. But yeah. I just can't wait to get out there, I guess. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking. There's a lot. There's not really a lot to think about because I don't really have to do much thinking until I get out there and like get stable a bit, which is gonna be a minute, but I'll be fine during that duration too. But it is fun to ponder on. Yeah, way more opportunities than where I'm at now, dude. So much more. And it turns out that everyone here that I know is like a giant like POS apparently. Like it's so weird to find out that apparently one of your friends is a rapist. I didn't even know that until recently. Like I didn't know that that was a thing going on that no one told me about. Everyone just casually like let that slip under the radar for me. So I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know. Like you would at least think to tell like people this. You know what I mean? I didn't. I like shit. It's not that I feel weird about it now or anything either. It's just like, you know, what does that do to my image? Even though I give two fucks about my external projection because I know what I'm doing, but like, you know, in the sense of, is that why my business didn't do well? You know, now those rational mind stuff pops in. You know what I mean? Because people out there care about that, you know. So that was a whole thing that I didn't know about. So honestly, I'm just glad I get to do this whole like clean slate. Plus, like whenever my Instagram got deleted, I literally told one of my friends I haven't hung out with him in like years. And we went to go see some friends DJ. They did a really like relaxing, calm set of like ambient music and stuff. And I told him this is my comeback. And the second that I said this is my comeback, I ended up back here, and then my Instagram got hacked. So instead of beating myself up and feeling like I didn't do something and that I was wham awful, I just accepted it and I'm moving on because I will be damned if I have to start my music career back up from square one again. I will lose my mind. I can't do it a third time. I have an album and a bunch of stuff ready to go, so I need to walk in. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like I didn't even care. Like, well, I didn't care in the sense I didn't let it bother me, right? Like, obviously, when I heard it, I was like, okay, that's kind of fucked, but I didn't instigate. I didn't care enough to instigate. I just cared enough to be like, well, I don't talk to him that much anyway, and I don't talk to the person that I found out about it by anyway either. So, am I affected by it? Not really. So, like, at the end of the day, I don't really, it's not really something I can care or judge about because it didn't really have, you know what I mean? Like, people know that I don't go around hanging out with people. I talk to people when they talk to me. If someone has a question, I'll answer, you know what I mean? I'm not going to shy away from people. So it's not like everyone thinks something, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. It's just bizarre. It's just bizarre finding that out after knowing them for like 2 years. I don't know. It's just weird. But I don't. Again, like, it's something. I'm not. It's nothing I can really, care or put really a word on. I'm not gonna get myself involved in drama, especially right now. Hell no. And welcome in. But yeah, no, I'm not lashing out. I'm completely like calm. It's whatever. Like, I hate when I say things like that because I know that it can definitely give off the impression that I'm like not caring in the sense of like not being attentive to the situation. But when I say like I don't care or it's whatever, it just means that it's not affecting me like energetically or like feelings wise. But yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I just want like a peaceful exit. Like, literally every every one of them except for this last leave has been chaotic. Like, the leave at the hotel that I was at, no one got mad at me, no one screamed at me, no one was like, you have to leave now. I called them and was like, yo, I'm getting my bags packed, give me like an hour or so. And they're like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry, if anything happens between that time of you getting your bag packed, let us know. And everyone was cool with it. They were like, you need waters. It was perfectly fine. Like, it was the most chill like leaving I ever had, you know. And then here it's just been super calm, you know. But the last hotel that I was at before the one that I left recently, was just fucking chaotic. They came and screamed at me to get me out, and then the place, the apartment, the friend's house before that being in the basement, everything's just been chaotic. And for this turnout to just be very peaceful, it's like I'm just gonna ride this. Like, I don't know where it's going, but it's like 10,000 times better than whatever the fuck was happening before. And be safe, Joe, out there. But yeah, not professional at all. They also scanned me of $2,000, so I was kind of glad to finally leave that place. But I didn't pay for a month because I paid for a month's whole thing. So they took the money. I was gonna take my stay. You know what I mean? Like, you get mad at me, I can just show that to the police and they'd blow it over like whatever. You paid for it, you get to stay. Who cares? But after that month was over, they were like, okay, you gotta leave. They got mad. But don't try and scam someone. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, whatever switch has flipped this time, I'm riding it. I don't care. It is definitely calm. There have been uh, a lot of triggers though. A lot of things to kind of like spike up the fear or like the doubt of safety. So that was interesting to deal with. But other than that, it's been like smooth. Oh yeah, it was like one of those places where like the mom and dad worked there with their daughter. So it was like a whole, like, it was like family ran. And then I think it was like either one of her daughter's friends or someone else. I don't know who, if they were related or not, but it was just bizarre. It was not okay over there. It was like always chaotic. It felt awful. Like I was always scared. Like, no, I don't usually get this way, but I was like, I felt that if I went out in the hallways, I would have gotten in trouble. Like something about that place like hit my inner child. It was just like, you know what, you're not safe here actually. And it took me up until the time where I until I got kicked out to get comfortable. So that was a fun adventure. But yeah, I've just been paying the dues, is what they call it. You know, just paying the dues, doing what you have to do, getting the wisdom through, you know, extended like teachings or extended experience pain, however. Um, but that is part of the whole like journey to. That's always kind of fun. Yeah, I'm doing well today, Samantha. It's all good. I'm doing well. How are you doing? That's interesting. Yeah, it's growing. Yeah, the full moon's happening soon too. There's a gas station close by that has incense, so I'm probably gonna go get some of that. I can't get in trouble for burning incense outside. What are they playing? Oh my god. I'm not even gonna talk right now. I can hear my dad singing that song to me. Jesus, dude. They do not even be playing that right now. Sorry, the church. I don't know how well you're able to hear, but the church bells. I fucking forgot the name of this song. Was it Rock and Rollers? Fuck, something about rock and roll or not. I think it's an Elvis Presley song. I can't remember. My dad used to sing it to me all the time as like a child. I'm having like a very distinct memory about it. Oh my god. I haven't thought about that in ages, and just hearing that on the church bells just like struck that. No, it's not. This is not a church song. It's playing an Elvis song. They're just playing her. Like, why? It is a church, dude. What are you doing? Yeah. There's no way you're gonna play the whole song. Whatever. Yeah, my dad says hi, I guess, dude. Literally, the beginning of this song, I was like, what's going on? He's just hitting the same note over and over again. I was like, wait a minute. And then the first three notes of the song played, and I was like, never mind, I know exactly what this is. I'm glad to know that he popped up and said, hey, confirmation with this sirens playing right after that, too. But, like, that's good to know. It's just, that's just so random that a church did it. Like, out of all of the things, a church did it. Like, dude, I mean, you know, connect the dots how you will, obviously. But when you remove that the dots are there, it's like, why are you playing that song? Like, it's not that it's bad, it's just really weird. I wouldn't have expected it. But yeah, I don't have anything of my dad's other than like his records, which is bad to say because I just wasn't given anything by my family that was my dad's. But I carry this around with me all the time. It's my mom's. It's this little dragon. Some of you might have already seen it, but this little dragon was my mom's. And I carry it around with me. That was mine before anyone knew it was mine. That's the thing with that. I told mom, like, this is mine whenever I seen it when I was a child. And she said, when I'm gone, you can have it. And the second that she got hospitalized, I hid that in my room. No one was going to take it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's 5:05 here as well. But yeah, I have literally I get the stress, I really do. I really don't feel stressed out until night hits. And it's not the fact that I don't feel, well, I don't feel fully safe, but I feel safe enough to be able to sleep. Uh, but I mean, other than that, like, there's like no panic in me. Um, so it's not too bad, honestly. Yeah, that's the one thing I know my dad, like my dad seen how hard I was working to get stuff to be for me. Cause he if my mom was alive, um, she would have definitely put a stop to it. Not to say that my dad couldn't have, but people, mom had more control. But he witnessed the every roommate that I had basically, and it was so. Whenever he seen that this was working, he was like, "Okay, word, like let's just keep this going for you then," because he was super supportive. He wanted me to DJ at because he was a retired veteran too. He wanted me to DJ at their center. He was really like he really wanted to see like me in my arts because he basically paid my full ride to college up front, and was just like, this is something you want to do. So well, he was, he knows when I want to do something. He knew when I was like actually interested in something. So yeah, he being army raised, he never really said it much. So it was more of just like a mutual feeling. I don't think my dad was like in any war that I know of off memory. Yeah, me and my dad had like a shaky relationship at first, but he always knew that I tried. Because, it was him being military raised and then me just. I've literally been this way my entire life. I could care like less about things, and it's not because that I can't. It's just like I don't like being bothered by things. If I can prevent myself from like being off like from being hit off center, I will. But thank you for stopping by, Samantha. But yeah, like so like anytime we got in a lot of arguments, so he knew that like I would always do my best to make things up and stuff. But yeah, it was fun. Uh, I feel like the death rite I did for him really sealed something in because I did the death rite, and then as I was leaving I was like, if you ever need me, I'm right here. And then he did the same thing, and I'm pretty sure that sealed something up right when that happened, especially because he passed the day after as well. So something's going on with that. I mean, I've obviously, I talk to my dad and stuff a lot. It's not something that I don't keep a connection tight with, but it is something that I do need to delve a little bit deeper into as well. I'll probably be back in about 2 hours because I need to charge my phone up and not let it die. Um, and then I'll be back in around 2 hours with another live. But thank you all so much for being here. For the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether you're energetic or financial. I just really appreciate them all. All this stuff's in the description instead of the pinned message because I couldn't get a pinned message going. But everything, the donation links, the website, my email are all in the description. I love each and every one of you all to move back tenfold and forever.